Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 Career Mode with Juventus, and today we got episode 9 of the Career Mode, and in today's episode we're going to be making a few signings. So just before we go any further then into today's episode, the majority of you guys watching this right now aren't subscribed to the channel. If you do end up enjoying today's episode, please go down below, hit the red subscribe button. It's completely free and you can always go back and change your mind. Here is then the league table to start things off in today's episode. As you guys can see, we are still unbeaten in the Serie A. 15 wins, 2 draws on 47 points, 8 points ahead of AC Milan, who are in second place. Lazio find themselves in third place, and Inter Milan are now in fourth. But in terms then of the Champions League, in the last episode we did play against Barcelona, and in that game we ended up getting a 2-1 win. Ronaldo scoring 2, Messi also scoring in that game. We ended up topping the group with 13 points. So as you can see then as well, Pogba is no longer on the injury list. He's now back with the squad. We just need to get his match sharpness up now and back ready to start some first team football. On the other hand though, Arthur has still got 5 weeks to go before he makes his way back into starting 11. So as you guys know then, we do have some transfer window action coming up in today's episode. Here is our transfer budget to start off today's episode. We do have 50 million and also just under 300k in the wage budget. But here we go then guys, I've returned the part of the video where we do reply to your guys' comments inside the episode. Obviously normally I go down below and try and reply to every single comment you guys leave, but I do want to try and return this feature to the episode because I know you guys probably do miss it and I miss it as well, and so we brought it back now. Now you guys can see at the top as well our record so far with Juventus. Also you can see the top goal scorer in all competitions and also the top assister in all competitions as well. So let's get into the first comment then, which does come from George Ryanson. It's always fitting to see Ronaldo and Messi score in the same game, and I do agree. When I was playing that game against Barcelona, as much as it was annoying to go 1-0 down within the first, I think it was 10 or 20 minutes of the game, it was also nice to see Messi score, but even better for us, of course, to see Ronaldo go ahead and score 2 and get us to finish top of the Champions League group. So let's get into the second comment here then, which does come from Daniel Christopher, saying, actually sell Renzy and use Bentancur as the perfect holding midfielder for the team. And I would quite like this idea. As you can see, Renzy can play centre mid / cam, and he is more of an attacking midfielder, and that's one thing we're sort of lacking in the team at the moment, as I do want a centre mid, but I don't want a CDM. I do want a centre mid, but I want one that's more defensively minded. And so we're going to try and bring one of them in today's episode, if possible. If not, maybe the next episode. And I do think, and I do agree with Daniel here, that, you know, Bentancur is more defensively minded than Renzy. So I think we'll go ahead and put Renzy on the transfer list and see if any teams do come in for him. And you can see at the moment, Bayern Munich have come in for him. I tried to just get a little bit more out of the deal, and that's still ongoing at the moment. But let's get into the final comment then for today's episode, which does come from Abel, or Abel. Apologise if I did pronounce that wrong. He's saying, hey Renzy, loved your career mode. First, since Chiellini's back from injury, give him back the captain's armband, and Bonucci or Dybala could be vice-captain. Plus, maybe you change Cuadrado's boots. They are not the ones he has in real life. And now I did see a lot of comments down below. A lot of people saying Dybala's too young to be the captain of the side. A few people saying Ronaldo. A lot of people saying Alexandro. But also a lot of people are saying Chiellini or Bonucci to be the captain of the side. And I think I'm going to go with Chiellini for now. I'm pretty happy with making him captain. Like I say, it's mainly between Sandro, Chiellini and Bonucci, but if I had to pick one out of the 3, I'd probably have to go with Chiellini, and also I will go ahead and change Cuadrado's boots as well. But straight away then, let's get straight into the shortlist then. Obviously we've got a few players on the transfer list, which now is trying to show you guys who do you want to try and bring in today's episode. So starting things off then with the centre mid position. Like I say, I do want another centre mid into the side, because obviously playing Arthur in midfield, he's more of a midfielder that will go forward and help provide assist, and obviously play passes up towards the wide players, and also, you know, Pogba and Ronaldo up front. So Renato Sanchez, I did see a comment down below in the last couple of episodes about him as well, and I haven't played with him yet on this FIFA. And I would be interested in getting him in the side. He's got 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot as well. He's got a high work rate, which I am interested in. But like I said, I'm just waiting for a scout report back at the moment. And he can play CDM and right mid as well, which, like I say, just helps out just in case. We've got Alan, who obviously did used to play in the Serie A League. He used to play for Napoli, at the moment at Everton. And again, another player that is naturally a centre mid, I think, on the game. But he can play CDM as well. And you can see there the summary. Some of his standout stats there: stamina, aggression, reactions, interceptions and stand tackle. which is key and which is basically what we are looking for at the moment. I did come across this guy as well whilst I was sort of scouting in game. Nandez, he plays for Cagliari, plays centre mid, CDM right mid. And again, I don't really know too much about him. He's got a high work rate, but just by looking at the summary here, he just looks like a really well-rounded, really good player. Good defensive awareness, good standing tackle, good slide tackle as well. So again, just waiting for the scout report back on him. And now another sort of dream move was to bring maybe Luka Modric to the side, like I say, just a bit of fun into the career mode. 35 years of age, centre mid. I think it's only worth, you can see there, between 7.5 and 9 million. So it'd be really cheap. It'd just be really fun to have him in the side. But I am more interested in bringing one of these three players into the side in today's episode. Now, moving on, I do want a right mid into the side because a lot of people said sell Cuadrado and bring in a better right midfield player. Now, I searched through all the right mids and none really caught my eye. But thought, why not try and get a left midfielder that can maybe play on the right as well, or just a left midfielder and play him on the right and get him on a development plan. So I come across Douglas Costa, who, if you guys do remember, he has played for Juventus before. Now, the other thing that does put me off, he's got the injury-prone trait, and that's one thing that does really quite put me off. But if we do go to play a 4-4-2, I don't mind getting a left midfielder which isn't really good at defending. Because take a look at Douglas Costa here, his defensive stats aren't too great. If we just get to them here, and you'll be able to see, my mistake, guys, let me go over here. Standing tackle there, 38, 45 defensive awareness. So it's not great. And like I say, play him in that right mid position where Cuadrado plays at the moment. I don't think he's going to track back and defend as good as Cuadrado. The same goes for Son. You can see those defensive stats aren't that great. But like I say, bringing him in is pretty much a dream at the moment. But it would cost us a lot of money. And like I say, 55 between that and 59 million. Verbic, who obviously we did play against it when we played Dynamo Kiev. I don't really know too much about him at the moment. Like I say, I'm just waiting for a scout report back on him. But I just remember him from the Dynamo Kiev game and I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and send out a scout report and see what comes back. But Thuram. Now, Thuram, I've scouted, I think, a few times before in different career modes. He's not got the best skill moves on weak foot. And in terms of, you know, work rate, he's more attacking than he is defensive. But I do want to scout him and just see how good he is in defending and getting up and down that left mid position. Because I do think he would be pretty good. Like I say, it's all just waiting now for scout reports to come back. Then we can start making some final decisions on the shortlist. So we have had then some transfer offers come in. You can see here one come in for Renzy from Bayern Munich. We have had one in the past from Liverpool, but that's when we did decide to keep him. But at the moment Bayern Munich have come in. I tried to get a little bit more for him. There's no way of actually seeing how much I've offered. We'll try to get out of Bayern Munich, but it's a lot more than his value. Put it that way. Cuadrado, again, Napoli are coming for him. I think I tried to get 15 million for him. I'm just waiting to see what they say and come back with. And to be honest, I don't mind keeping Cuadrado, but I just feel like there maybe is better options out there. I'm still yet to find that, I do believe. But again, another offer for McKennie. Again, not going to accept this. Just going to go ahead and reject it. Another great player that can come off the bench for us when needed. Well, let's get into the first game then of today's episode, taking on Genoa. And like I said, we are going to be at home for this one. Hoping to start off today's episode with a win. We've only got 2 games in today's episode, but you can see at the moment Cuadrado does get a +7 there. So right now he's 87 rated in that right mid position. Is it worth selling him and getting another right midfielder into the side? I think I'm going to leave that with you guys for the next episode, because as you guys seen from the shortlist, I was lacking quite a few options. Now, I would normally go with someone like Gosens, because I know he's really good at getting up and down that left-hand side, or even right-hand side. We had him in the RB Leipzig career mode, but we've already used him before, and I wanted to go with someone different. I don't really know who else can do that job with this formation we're in at the moment. Now, it would require us to go to the 4-4-2 if we wanted to get into a right midfielder in that didn't really track back and have to defend. But again, do we want to change to the 4-4-2? Or do we want to stick with the 3-5-2, which has been pretty good for us as of late? I want to leave it down to you guys down below in the comments. But yeah, let's get into the first game and hopefully start off today's episode with a win. Sandro plays it inside for Ronaldo. And you guys will see Pogba is back into the side for today's game. He's only got 40 match sharpness. But I really wanted Dybala to play up front because Morata, as you guys might have seen as well, just isn't playing too well for us up front. So hopefully having Pogba in behind and Dybala, who can get into space. And he didn't get into space that time, I've got to say. He's like he started the run but didn't. But yeah, like I even think Pogba with 40 match sharpness will still be better than not having him into the side. Pogba here now, okay, out wide for Dybala. Cuadrado's making a run inside, maybe towards him, never mind towards Pogba. Trying to get it forward for Ronaldo there. Unfortunately, the pass couldn't get pulled off. But Cuadrado making a great play there, running inside and adding support to the attack. Pogba now pushing forward with the ball, waiting to see if he can get it to Dybala, and he can. Okay, out wide for Cuadrado. Cuadrado, the low cross inside, try and find Pogba. And he did find Pogba, but either he did or the goalkeeper got to it first. One of the two. It was very close. But yeah, I think we need to start attacking more like that. 31 minutes in, still 1-1. Rabiot plays it forward for Ronaldo now. Ronaldo in the second half, still goalless in this game. Okay, here we go. Get Ronaldo through once again. Quite tight this one. Ronaldo, keep it. There we go. Keep it. Play the pass. Come on, Sandro, to finish. Oh my days. I thought I was in. I honestly thought that was going in. 51 minutes. And that's a real shame there. If anything, I wanted that pass to Pogba, but he nutmegs the player as well. But the ball ended up going wide. Okay, we could be in trouble here. Could be in trouble. Can't seem to win the ball back. The shot is off. Szczesny having to make a great save there. 56 minutes in. And if we concede first in this game, I don't see us pulling it back in front. I really don't. That's a great shot there in a tough situation. Genoa now got themselves a corner. We could possibly do making a change soon. A more attacking change. Szczesny able to punch that one away. Dybala now. Okay. Let's go inside. Rabiot. Okay, go across. Let's try and get Ronaldo or even Pogba running here. Okay, out to the left. There we go. Go on. Keep going. I've got to try and find Dybala there, but I can find Pogba or Ronaldo inside. Dybala. Find Ronaldo. Maybe the 1-2. Go on back through for Ronaldo. Pogba, Dybala. No, man, as if. Just couldn't find an end to that counter-attack. Oh, here we go. Genoa now. Maybe another shot on goal is due. And let's just clear this one. No way. No way. They're going to score. They've scored. No way, man. 68 minutes in. And we go 1-0 down. I've still not made any changes. Let's get Bernardeschi on. It's gone up by 2 ratings, by the way. In case you guys didn't notice. But 82 rated now. But again, really poor from us there. Just bringing players out of position. Trying to, rush to stop the attack. And just left, one of their players wide open here. As you can see, great pass to find him. And all he's got to do is put it past Szczesny there. And he does just that. And there we go, 1-0 down, 69 minutes played. Can we bring it back? I really don't think so. But there we go, Bonucci wins it back. Let's get forward now. Come on, we've got to try and get an equaliser in this. Chiesa is now on. Play the pass. Oh my days, man. No way. That could have been the last attempt of the game. Run it back. Dybala. Go on, just push through. Get it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, please be onside. Ball roll it. There we go. Finish it. No, what's that finishing about? What is that finishing about? Kulusevski, yeah. And you can see Rabiot's at cam. So I've gone to ultra attacking now as well. Oh, man. What is that finishing all about? And okay, we got ourselves a corner. I did not notice it took a deflection. Let's just get it in. Let's just whip it in. Hope someone gets on the end of it. Maybe not in the end. That's quite poor. Chiesa gets to it though. The pass. That is great. Still got it in play. The pass once again. Kulusevski trying to get it down. Ronaldo still on the ball. Drag it back. There we go. The pass inside maybe. Try and find someone. The touch. The finish. No. Couldn't find the end product. Oh, here we go. Chiesa, a chance. No, that was our literal last chance of the game. Chiesa picks it up, and we just couldn't get the ball through for Ronaldo. And we get our first defeat of the season, guys. I cannot believe it. 10th place Genoa come here and get the goal. I did say that, didn't I, guys? I did say if they go ahead and pick up the first goal in the game, I really doubt we'll get back into it. And we're having a really tough time as of late. And fair play to Genoa. We found it really difficult to get in behind their defence in this game. Here is then the league table after our first defeat of the season, guys. Could you believe it? It took us 18 games to get our first defeat, but we finally fall to Genoa, who are now in 9th place after that win. Now, not all teams have played their 18th game, but you can see, obviously, we are still top of the table on 47 points. And even if Inter Milan win their game in hand, they still stay in 4th place. But AC Milan now obviously still in 2nd place. And we're now only 5 points ahead of them. But I am thinking then, guys, after that game that we might just change to the 4-4-2 for the final game of today's episode. And just see how it does go. I'm going to have to change a few things around, like player roles. Like I say, McKennie's captain there. Demirel's still on the side. Like I say, I made this team sheet a long time ago. But I need to change a few things around, which I will. And like I said, I do want to go with it. And if we do, I don't mind this because it means that we don't have to sign a centre midfielder. I'll happily play Arthur and Pogba in the middle. We'll go with something... where's Pogba? Why can't I see him? And, okay, Pogba's there. So I'll happily go with something like this. And then Chiesa up front. Dybala on the left I'm pretty happy with as well. And then we can just go out and probably sign a really world-class right winger with the money we've got. We don't need to strengthen any other position or even keep Cuadrado at the club. Play him at right back. and then just sign a right winger. Like I say, that way we'd still have an 80 rated right back at the club. So that is something I'm definitely interested in doing. So the scout reports then did come back for the midfielders, but as you guys know, and as I've just mentioned, we won't actually need any more midfielders in the side, because if we go to a 4-4-2, we just need 2 sitting midfielders, and that can be Pogba, and it can be Arthur, it can be Pogba, and it can be, you know, Rabiot if we don't manage to sell him, or even Renzy if we don't manage to sell him. So we've got plenty of midfielders at the squad that can play that formation. I don't really need a defensive-minded centre midfielder with now playing a back 4. I just ideally wanted one with playing a back 3, but with now having, full-backs in the side, we don't really need, midfielders that are too defensively minded. So I think definitely a right midfielder is needed into the side. And now out of this list, obviously the most, the one that everyone would probably want me to sign is Son, and he's the one I'm leaning to the most. I did take a look at our Jozabal. Obviously can play left wing, right wing, 23 years of age, 84. Now the only thing that puts me off is I was going to play him in that right mid position. He is left footed. Now a lot of you guys might be thinking, that's great, he can cut inside, but being in a right mid position, I don't really want him cutting inside. Ideally, obviously I want him cutting inside, but ideally I want him to stay out wide and sort of supply a lot of crosses into the box, and I'm going to be honest, and a lot of passes towards the front 2 players. So if it was a 4-3-3, obviously I'd be thinking differently. I want the wingers to, go in and contribute towards the goals, but in this situation, I've already got 2 strikers in. I want him to be providing assists for the front 2, and with him being left-footed, only a 3-star weak foot, he's going to have to be using his his right foot, his weakest foot, to get them crosses in. So he don't really fill that role for me. Douglas Costa, again, he's left-footed. He's only got a 3-star weak foot, so same situation with him. Verbic, he is right-footed, but I don't really know too much about him, so he can stay there for now, I guess. But Thuram, again, it's the same sort of happens with him. He is right-footed, though, and he is 6'4". But out of this list, if I was going to sign one, it'd have to be Son from Tottenham, wouldn't it? Obviously, he's wanting Champions League success. We're in the Champions League right now. Would he fit in a 4-4-2? He would for me. He's 6 foot. He's got a 5-star weak foot. He's got a high work rate, so he can come back when needed. And he's an all-round amazing player. 90 sprint speed, 86 acceleration. What's his crossing? His crossing is 81, 87 ball control, 88 dribbling, 86 finishing. And like I say, I could be here all day reading them out. But again, an all-round really great player. And I feel like we could possibly bring him to Juventus. So Napoli did come back then, and they are interested in Cuadrado. We're willing to pay 14.6 million now. Like I say, if we're wanting to raise funds, and we needed to raise funds, I would let him go. But right now, he can stay in the side and be a backup, right-sided player, because you can see he play right mid, right back, and also right wing. So having him in the side is quite important to us. So I'm going to go ahead and reject that offer now. Like I say, if we're wanting the money and wanting to sign a midfielder and the right midfielder, I'd sell him. But we don't need to anymore, so we can reject that offer. Now, Renzy, like I said, we've got plenty of midfielders in the side, so I am willing to let him go there. And Bayern are willing to pay 20.1 million for him, so I'm happy to accept that. Rabiot, again, Wolfsburg have come in for him, 25.5 million, willing to accept that. And Bernardeschi, an offer's come in, but I do want to keep him in the side, if I'm going to be honest, so I'm going to go ahead and reject that offer. So let's get into these talks then with Jose Mourinho. Now, like I say, Son would be an amazing signing to the side. Will he join Juventus in real life? It's, I don't know. But like I say, it's just a one-season career mode, guys. Like I say, we're aiming to win every trophy possible to us, and would Son help us do that? He would. And like I say, we're on a tight budget at the moment, so we've got to be careful with what we do here. So let's have a see. 55.2, the assistant manager did recommend to try and get him for. Now, obviously, we could add a player into this if we did want to. We could obviously offer Rabiot into this deal, which I think Mourinho might be interested in, or Aaron Ramsey, maybe Rabiot more likely. So let's go and do that, because it would help us in the transfer budget department. Let's offer a new transfer fee. And Rabiot's worth, what, 22. So if I knock this down to 30, that would make that 52.2. So there you go. So that would be pretty much what they're asking for. And let's go ahead and submit this offer. You might not be interested in Rabiot, and I might have to offer the money straight up. We'll have to see. But with it being January, I'm pretty certain you won't want to lose any players, and maybe Rabiot might be a player you might be interested in. Let's have a see what he has to say to that. And sure, we can agree a deal on that swap, but he wants 42.1 million. And I'm happy with that, but let's just propose it down to 40, maybe 39.5, just to be cheeky. 39.5. Will he accept that offer? And like I say, that'd be massive for us, because it saves us a lot of money in the transfer budget. And will he do that? And that is a more realistic offer, and he can agree to that. So there we go. That is massive. All we've got to do now is get through the contract talks with Son. And just imagine, like I say, if Dybala can play on the right, I'll happily play Son on the left. But with Son being right-footed naturally, he's got a 5-star weak foot anyway, so I can play him on the right, which is great. So here we go, crucial. Of course he's going to be crucial, but the only way Son is going to have a massive impact in this side is if we do play the 4-4-2 formation, I do feel like. Like I say, we played a 3-5-2, he's going to have to track back a lot and help defend. And then I don't think, you know, he's going to be really up for that, if I'm going to be honest. So, 4-year deal. Like I say, it don't really matter. I'm only doing a 1-season career mode, and okay, they're happy with that. No release clause. Now, a wage, this is something we're going to have to come up with. So, let's go 250k, and let's go with signing on bonus of 1.2. Let's go with 1.5 million. Like I say, guys, a lot of you people will be outraged right now that I'm willing to pay that much money, but we saved a lot of money by getting Rabiot out the door. So, like I say, I don't want this deal to fall through. Let's just go ahead and offer Son that and get him into the side, because this, if we can get him, that is a massive signing for Juventus. Just think about it. You know, Son in the same team with Ronaldo and Arthur and Pogba, and there we go, he's going to join the side. That is massive for us. So here we go then, guys. Son is in the side, and like I said, what a massive signing for us. I really do think it'll help us in terms of getting the win in the Champions League. We've made only 2 signings so far in this career mode, and that is Paul Pogba. We brought him in from Manchester United in the summer transfer window, and then we've gone ahead and signed Son. And I think just them 2 signings alone makes this team such an amazing side and makes it even better than it already was. And like I say, now we can change this team around quite a lot, because let's just say, you know, like I say, this is going to be a team when Arthur is fully fit. But let's just say we want Chiesa on the right, we can play Son up front, or we want Dybala up front with Ronaldo, we can play Son on the left, and the team still works out. So we can rotate this team around so much, and the team is still going to be really strong. Now, in terms of the midfield too, we've got Pogba, and like I say, Arthur, and like I say, Renzy, we are looking to sell. We've still got Bentancur and obviously Bernardeschi in the side, who can play at right mid as well. But I think that team is pretty good. We've got Danilo on the bench if needed, McKennie on the reserve, and Danilo if needed. And I don't think we need any more signings into the side, because if Renzy was to go, we get McKennie onto the bench, and there we go. What a side that is for us going into the final stages of this career mode. But let's get into our final game then for today's episode. We are taking on Napoli for this one. I'm going to try out the 4-4-2 formation. Like I say, Juventus are using this in real life, and that's one of the main reasons why I do want to go to it and use it. And like I say, this is the team we're going to use for today's for this game. Chiesa is going to start up front with Ronaldo, Cuadrado on the right. Son is going to miss out this one, and he is going to make his debut in the next episode. Dybala on the left, Renzy and Pogba in midfield. And like I say, what a side this is, guys. Let's get into it and hopefully end off today's episode with a win after getting our first defeat of the episode in the last game. Here we go then. Let's have a see how this 4-4-2 formation does play out. Now, if you guys have any tips down below on instructions I should be using, any tactics as well, changes to this formation, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll be sure to get through to them and, like I say, make them changes in the next episode. Go on, Ronaldo. Finish that, please. And it's in. 5 minutes in, Ronaldo and Chiesa link up, and we go 1-0 up here against Napoli. And that is massive for us, you know, considering Ronaldo in that last game missed that chance, but it was a deflection, though. You can see here, works himself out wide. Then I tried to do the drag back, which I didn't need to do in the end, and then just pulls it back inside. A very similar goal that we scored in the last episode in that Barca game. And there we go, going 1-0 up so early on. Out wide now for Dybala. Let's have a see if we can get Ronaldo in once again here. Okay, maybe a low cross to Pogba or even Ronaldo. And oh my god, Ronaldo has scored a second here. 11 minutes in. After defeat in the last game, he's come back massive in this one and made it 2-0. And I did not expect that whatsoever. I really did not expect that to go in. I was trying to find Pogba because he kind of looked, you know, free at the back post or in that back post sort of area. But he ends up going to Ronaldo and he proves me wrong and he finds the back of the net. Here's another look at the replay here. Dybala getting out wide. The low crossover. And Ronaldo there just finding the back of the net. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And there we go. 2-0 up now against Napoli. There we go. Ronaldo over to Chiesa. Can he get round Koulibaly? And he can't. But Cuadrado's got it now. Heads it towards Chiesa. But unfortunately, Koulibaly does do a great block there. Okay, can we get back and defend this? And Chiellini, no way. He's got Insigne on him. I can't. No way. Oh, Insigne. Oh, as if, man. Not as if. I'm thinking more for Insigne there. But there we go. Mertens goes down. Sandro gets that one. Let's get it cleared. I don't know why I'm saying as if, because Szczesny made a save. It's almost as if I was, you know, trying to hope that Napoli scored there. Let's go ahead now. Ronaldo forward for Chiesa again. Chiesa's got Koulibaly on him there, so it's going to be really tough for him in this game. Pogba, okay, trying to find Ronaldo. Go on, take it forward. The shot in the end. A great block by the defender. Maybe the 1-2 here. Back through. Manolas being able to cut that one out. Chiesa just couldn't get back on it. And Manolas and Koulibaly, what a force they've been in this game. Even though we're 2-0 up, it could easily be 5-0. But Koulibaly really sticking. And Manolas to Ronaldo and Chiesa, stopping them from getting that third goal in this game. A great ball over the top. We have still not dealt with that. Mertens, and it's in. Oh my days, we've just conceded. Napoli have got themselves up the other end and made it 2-1. And there's still plenty of time in this game for them to get another goal. And, oh man, that just poor clearance from us. We just did not get the ball cleared good enough. And you see their ball over the top, headed away. But again, just falls down there to, I think, Fabian or Zielinski. Pass forward to Mertens then, straight in the back of the net. And it's 2-1 in this game. Like I say, still plenty of time for Napoli to get another. Oh, no way. No way. He's got to be offside. Surely. Thank God he's offside, guys. The ball off at Bernardeschi. Yeah, we'll make that change as well. 81 minutes played at the moment, but I really thought that's got to be offside, and it really was by quite a mile, to be fair. But if that went in, I would have been so annoyed. But not long left now. Bentancur has come on for Pogba. And no way, that's a poor pass. And also, as you guys have just seen, Bernardeschi's come on as well. Just want to try and secure this 3 points now. So there's going to be 2 minutes added on in this game. You can see Mario Rui getting on the attack. No way. Oh, wow. I thought how I didn't find one of them other forward players there, I'll never know. But thank God it didn't. Ramsey getting forward. Just trying to waste a little bit of time here. Morata's on for Chiesa. Ronaldo. And there we go. The full-time whistle goes in this one. And we get a massive win, a 2-1 win against Napoli. So after that game then, you can see Renzy has been sold and he has gone to Bayern Munich there. You can see the deal was worth £20.1 million and he has moved, and we've now got 17 million into our transfer budget. But in terms of the league table then, AC Milan are still 5 points behind us. You can see they got a win in their last game, a 2-1 win against Verona. Inter Milan in 3rd place and Lazio in 4th place. Napoli at the moment, after that loss, and now in 7th place on 35 points. But in terms of the injuries then, you can see Arthur now has got 4 weeks remaining until he's back from his injury. So we're looking, like I say, mid-time in February. I'm hoping he's back before we do go into the round of 16 in the Champions League, because that would be massive. We can have Arthur and Pogba in midfield. That would really help us in the Champions League. But there we go then, guys. That's been it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you have, please leave a like down below on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.